So we start the trek for today. Welcome to a new video, a new nature video, and we are in Fall, and we are starting from this parking space. It's a free parking here. We are at the edge of Fall, and we'll go on Demeljoch in Karwendel Mountains. So prepared. And let's go. Watch also prepared. Trail run. Start. We'll start on a asphalt section, but after I think 2 kilometers we'll go on a small pass up. We'll start going up. I'm not running at the beginning. I will try to keep a good tempo, but I don't want to use my whole energy here on this section. On the left we have the Sylvenstein Lake. I don't know if you see it through the woods. That's a nice dam lake. The dam was built, I think, in the 50s to generate electricity for this area. So I will do a real-time video of the trek to Demeljoch. That's a peak in the Karwendel Mountains. It is about 1900 meters high. We started in fall at about 770, so something like 1200 1300 meters to climb. The way to go up that I chose goes over one or two other peaks, smaller peaks, so I'll have some more altitude to gain. So my concept for this channel is to show you real-time videos of nice natural areas I go through. I like to do a lot of biking, trekking, running. I'm more or less, I guess, an outdoor freak. Trail running also, everything in nature, outside, like to be outside. And I will show you real-time video of my treks and bike rides and my running stretches on this channel. And so be prepared to see some wonderful landscapes. We are now in Upper Bavaria, close to the border with Austria, in the Karwendel Mountains. It's also a nature park here in Karwendel. It is a very nice area. There are almost no inhabited places inside, just on the edge of it. So a lot of nature, a big natural area here in Central Europe. The mountains, Karwendel Mountains, are going up to 2700 meters high. We won't go in this area for now, but on some smaller peaks, like I said, 1900 or so. now we can get a few glimpses of where we want to go. There's mountains in front of us. I know that I've told you that I try to make real-time videos, but sometimes I have to cut some pieces of the video to protect the privacy of other people. Like now, I've met a family with a kid, and I don't want to put on YouTube images with other people without asking them. So I've cut a few 1 or 2 minutes of the video, but you've missed not so much, as we are still on this asphalt road that goes towards the mountains. We've done the first kilometer. So my concept on this channel is to provide you with real-time videos of nice nature. But I know that many people don't like to spend 3 or 4 hours in front of the computer to watch nature videos. I mean, we are living in a very fast world. Some people don't have the time, or are getting bored when they see so much nature. So that's why I'll do after every trek also a resume of it, maybe 10-20 minutes with the most important points. I chose to make this compromise so that everyone is happy at the end. And I'll be very glad to hear from you in the comments. Put a comment, how do you find it, this real-time concept that I'm trying to do. I mean, I will also speak during the videos and say some stuff about the area we're going through. So here, if you go up, you can go to the Schürpfeneck peak, but you go left. So I will speak during the videos, but if you don't want to hear my voice and just want to relax in front of nice nature, just shut down the audio and hear to your own music, or what do you want as sounds to hear. So now we are a little bit deeper in this valley. We have left the lake area behind us. Some small rivers coming down from the mountain. And we'll go over a bigger bridge now. This valley flows up from Tolzerhütte to Sylvenstein Lake. It is followed by the route I showed you to Schürpfeneck and Tolzerhütte. But as I read, there should be a bridge has collapsed. There should be a collapsed bridge on the way, and so that's a river going to the lake. And if it rained a lot during the day or a few days before, don't use it. This is not passable. If it didn't rain, you can go on foot over the river. But like I said, if it rained, it's written that it's not possible. So pay attention how you choose your route. Because I mean, I did Schürpfeneck, so I was on Schürpfeneck peak last week, I think. I was up there, and I intended to come down on this route, following this valley. And I was up there, and it was this sign saying that it's not passable during rain, and it rained a lot during the last days. So I've chosen to make a big detour and go over another route, basically also using this part of this section of today's route. It was nice, I mean, it was very nice, but it was also quite late in the day, and I was coming here exactly down, and I've ran a lot downhill. So you should be better prepared than I was there. Read a little bit about your route, about what you intend to do. If it's possible, it is possible, it is not. That's why I also like this real-time concept, because you can see the whole route, and there are a lot of videos, I mean, that are showing the most important points of certain routes. But maybe you find another place interesting than the authors of these movies, or more difficult, and you want to see also the other parts of it, not just 20 minutes videos from one full day in the mountains. I mean, that's what I like, to see longer stuff. And now we leave the asphalt road. Yes, yes, we've gained a few meters, 32 until now, and we are going up. Let's see what is written here. Über Spitzhäusel zum Demeljoch, 5 hours. Let's see how much time we'll need. Oh, it's quite steep at the beginning. See the marking. I certainly like more this kind of path than wide roads in the mountains. We're starting to gain some altitude and have nicer views. Oh, that's nice. It's also a bit cooler. This is a mixed forest that we are going through now. And the flat section. So I'm trying to be at least once a week in the mountains. I'm not living very far from them. Sometimes I go also on after work treks, if it's possible. in the summer mainly. Sometimes on longer weekend day trips. Oh, we are starting to have some nice views, and we haven't climbed so much, so you get just a glimpse of what's coming up. It's a little bit muddy. Like I said, it rained a lot in the last time, during the last days. But it works, at least here. I will let you also hear the noise of my trekking poles. I like this pass, so it alternates a lot between steeper and flatter areas. It's getting also wider, I think, now. And we have reached a forest road going up on it. And don't stay so much on it and go right. So the sign says like this: Demeljoch. The signs were put by the AV Bad Tölz, the German Mountain Association section Bad Tölz. And we are making a hairpin now. Go left. It's very well marked. You see the signs on the trees. That's my kind of path around downhill. Very smooth surface. Not very steep, not very flat. Perfect for running downhill. It's muddy. I used to go on this kind of tracks pretty light. I mean, I plan to stay just a few hours in the nature, not whole days. So I'm not taking so much with me. Just some water, surely a smartphone, a little bit of money. If I will stop at a mountain hut, and maybe a raincoat if it can rain. I mean, it's good to have, because in the mountains the weather is changing fast, so it's better to have one. Sometimes for very short treks I don't need one, but I don't take one with me. And if it starts raining, I'm going fast down, but it's better to have one. Have reached the forest road again. I don't know if it's the same forest road. And that's the end of it. And everything is packed in a small rucksack. I have also something to eat, small stuff, some fruits maybe, and that's it. And don't forget some emergency materials. I also have this too. If you have some blisters, or if you fall and need to stop the blood, I have this stuff also always with me, and I recommend you to do so. But that's what I like with going fast in the mountains. You don't need so much equipment. And I mean, if you don't do special climbing routes or so, if you're staying on marked paths, you don't need special equipment. That's just a good pair of shoes, t-shirt, and that's basically it. And you can see what I have on me. That's it. We are steadily gaining altitude. We've gained more than 200 meters till now. In 30 minutes. Oh, that's nice view. That's big. That's Cotton. The name is Cotton, I think. I don't know already the name of all the mountains around. I'm relatively new in Bavaria. I've moved here 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years. So I'm still learning. But until then I've done quite a few treks around. But there are also many areas that are quite new to me, like this one also. I've been last week on Schürpfeneck, but that's basically the only tour I've done here. So for me, Karwendel Mountains are placed somehow in between. Like they're a little bit too far for after work tours and not so far, too close, let's say too close for day trips. Because on day trips, if I'm staying a whole day in the mountain, I'm also driving a little bit more to mountains in Austria, maybe try to do a mountain over 3,000 meters high, and it's also too far away for after work tours where I have just 3 or 4 hours and I don't want to spend the half of it driving. So I'm doing more tours in Tegernsee region or Fliersee, Spitzingsee. After work tours, I mean. Just in summer maybe I would come 2 or 3 times also here to benefit from longer daylight, and then it's possible to do something that you can say it's worth the driving time till here. Oh, it's a steep valley. I wouldn't want to fall here, so pay attention. So almost 300 meters in altitude already gained. Are many hairpins here to make for a more comfortable and not so steep ascent. What I also want to say on this video, I'm not using the best techniques to go in the mountains, and I'm not doing it like you would read in books. So you should do in your own way. My purpose is to show you the route and the nice landscapes around. But how do you climb? How do you trek? That's your choice. I mean, I'm also a little faster than the big majority of people, but you can go in your own tempo. Don't go too fast. Don't lose too much energy. Keep also energy for the downhill part. That's some people are forgetting to do. And as you know, many mountain accidents are happening downhill. So keep some energy until the end. That's my advice. So that's a very nice little pass going up, just as wide as it needs to be. And you are doing the hairpins further. So now keep ahead. A bird. That is a bigger bird. Oh, it's a nice view of this lake. And it's also getting windier as we go up. That's no problem, I like it. Because I'm sweating a lot when I make effort. So a breeze is always welcomed. Here's a nice view. Oh, that's nice. You can also see the bridge on B307. Benediktenwand in front of us. Yes, and the lake. Perfect. I'll drink a little bit of water here. GoPro, stop recording. So we go further. It was a nice viewpoint. It also fits my shoes better. So let's go. Let's go. For me, going in the mountains is one of the best way to keep you fit, because you are using many muscles, as many people are thinking. Nature is a feet muscles, foot muscle are the most important, but hand and everything. Actually, I've ran a few mountain marathons in my life, and I was having muscular problems afterwards, not on the foot muscles, but more in the back and the arm muscles. So these are also very used, and as I wasn't doing too much cross training During that period, I've got always after every marathon muscular pains in these areas. For foot muscles, it was no problem. And now I'm also doing some exercises at home. You don't need a fitness club for it. Just do some basic exercises to train also these muscles that you will also need. And very important is naturally your core muscles to keep you in the right position, body position. But for endurance, it's perfect. If you have the possibility to go once per week in the mountains, do it. Good for body and also for psycho. You can think at what you should do, what you have to do. Put your mind in order. So I've met nobody since I went on this small pass from the road. No one here. I think because this peak is not the highest in the region, so it's not the most popular destination for hikers, even if it looks to be very nice. I mean, I don't know how it is further, but I liked it a lot until here. I like that we don't have a very long forest road taking you higher, and we have almost from the beginning the small mountain pass. I would recommend everyone to try to come in the mountains also after work, if it's possible, sure. But nowadays many have flexible working times. It's not like 30 years ago when everybody should have gone to work from 8 to 5 or so. So you have flexible working times, and in most companies, like, if you do your job, if you keep your deadlines, everyone's happy. So I recommend maybe you can, if you don't live so too far away from the mountains, for example in Munich, if you are living there, maybe you can work 4 days a week, some over hours, in order to have one day when you can leave your office at maybe at 2 or 3 p.m. and then you'll have enough time to do some nice treks here in the mountain area around Munich. And then you'll see that not so many people are coming in the mountains. There is a big opinion that says that we have a lot of over-tourism. I think it is, we have it, but just in some regions and during the most the weekends with the best weather in summer. So we have it like for 4, 5, 6 weekends when we have also holidays in Germany and the countries around. Sure, you have more people in the mountains, but outside these times, and if the weather is not announced to be 100% perfect, you will meet very few people on these mountain trails. That's my experience, at least. Sure, there are places like Zugspitze, the highest mountain in Germany, where there are more tourists, but these are exceptions from the rule. Also last week, like I told you, I went on the highest peak here in the area, Schaffreuter, and I've met almost no one. But it was also an after work tour, so and during the week, but also on weekends, if the weather, if there is the smallest chance of rain, the people stay home. Most people stay home. But I think nature is nice under every weather condition. I mean, you won't go in a very alpine, on a very alpine trail, very high peaks, if it's raining. But stuff like this you can do under almost every weather conditions. I mean, sure, if it's a big storm you won't do it, but these are like 20-30 days maybe during the summer season that you say no, it's not safety, it's not safe to go in the mountains. I mean, sure, if it's raining you won't get the best views, but you have such an intact nature and it smells so good that it's very nice. And nowadays there are clothes for almost every weather, so don't be afraid if it's raining a little bit. Just a big nice experience. See it like a nice experience. Please write a comment if you think otherwise about my opinion regarding weather in the mountains. So we have 1 hour left. 1 hour until we left the parking place. Sorry, my English is not the best one, as you saw it, or maybe as you heard it. I'm not a native English speaker. Learned it at school, but didn't use it so much. So yeah, it became a little bit rusty. I mean, when I'm reading it's very easy. I understand almost everything, but speaking is something else. Sometimes the best words are not coming to my mouth. It's becoming a little bit cooler. I like the fresh mountain air in my nose. And we see some sunlight in front of us. I think it can be a mountain pasture there. We'll see. Nice view. Nice, nice, nice. This is a snowy Karwendel. This is the northern part of them, so snow can remain longer. I can bet on the south side there is no snow anymore. Oh, and we can see our objective for today. You have to go up there. What a view! What a view! Here, as you see, it's pretty flat. And we will reach an intersection there in front of us. You can already see the signs. And also the view up north, up into the flatland, Benediktenwand. Let's fix this better. I think we'll go left here to go also over the peak in front of us. If you don't want to go also there, I think you can go here right and you'll avoid it. You'll go under the peak, but we are choosing some Demeljoch, yeah, and Dürnnbergjoch, yes. So we'll go over Dürnnbergjoch also, and then Demeljoch. But as I said, you can go here directly to Demeljoch. Yes. I think we have to climb like 100 meters more by going through here. Up. I've lost the hand fixation of this trekking pole. Here just on the left hand, but on the right hand I've lost it. Oh, that's quite steep. But the peak of Dürnnbergjoch shouldn't be very far. These are all red mountain trails, as we have seen on the signs. It means it's a medium difficulty trail. The blue ones are the easiest ones, and the black ones are the most difficult trails. Oh yeah. Isn't that nice? Nice. You can see also some peaks that are quite far away over the in-valley, I think. Should be from Zillertal, maybe. And we'll go over Dürnnbergjoch to Demeljoch. And here you can go to Fall also. I'll look a little bit. Yeah. Walchenklam. Yes. And you can see also Buchstein from here with the Tegernsee hut, mountain hut. A big part of Mangfallgebirge, Mangfall Mountains. Leonhardstein also, Hirschberg back there, nice view. And I think we have to come back here to take the trail down. So we'll go to the peak and then turn back. And Dürnnbergjoch is in front of us. Maybe 40-50 meters to climb. Nice. Have to pay attention here. Oh, that's steep. A lot of erosion process is taking place. Use our hands here. Ah, nice birds. Ah, nice marking. I'm happy. Little sun. Sylvenstein Lake and the bridge of the National Road. Oh, nice, nice, nice. You see also Guffert from here and Wilder Kaiser. Langris and Battles down the valley. That's an area where you have to proceed with precaution. Go with caution. And we can see Demeljoch in front of us. Not much left. So we have reached Dürnnbergjoch. And we are going exactly on the ridge now. There's the other pass. Not too much left. Oh. I'm not sure if That's the way to go. I'm not pretty sure. Let's see. Think it's not. No. I have to go. Turn back. It's not the right path. So see, I'm going with a lot of care and caution on this type of trails. It's better to be a little bit slower than to risk an accident. So we go here. That's the way. We are exactly on the ridge now. And there's something a little downhill to the saddle between these two peaks. It's not much, just a few meters, maybe 20. Our feet roll. So if you are not sure what you're doing, don't run on such sections. Better to take your time. And you don't want to risk falling there. still going down. So we're surely more than 20 meters. About 40 till now. Still going. But we have almost reached the end of it. So about 50 meters to go down. All in all. Goes from one side to the other side of this ridge. Our small footpath, and I think they are starting to climb from here. And we can see the cross on the Demeljoch peak. Really not much left. And now we are meeting the other trail. We will use it on the way back. Here. So we don't have to climb Dürnnbergjoch again. Wonderful panorama. Wonderful. I mean, until now, really worthy tour. I've met no people at all, and we have such a nice area here. about 120 maybe meters to climb. Oh, it's muddy. And back to climbing mood. Wonderful. I can't find the best words to present this panorama. last bit of the climb. There's also another pass. Yes, it goes also to Fall. Now I remember it. You'll get somewhere in this valley. Then you have to go a long way on the forest road. Now the last bit up to the peak. And nice view also on the left. I like a lot when the trails are going on the ridges, because you have good views on both sides. And I think we are very close now to the peak. Should be here. Yes, it's here. And that's a border post. We are on the border between Germany and Austria. This border post should date from 1844. And now we have reached the peak. We are at Demeljoch. Yeah, Whew. That was nice. 1200 meters to climb, and I will show you a 360 panorama from here. So don't know where to begin. Maybe I'll begin with Langris and Bad Tölz and the flatland you can see up until Munich from here. And when you go right, you can see the Mangfall Mountains with Seckarkreuz, Schomberg, Buchstein, Hirschberg, Leonardstein, and then the Tegernsee Tal, Tegernsee Valley, and then you have Wallberg up there, Rieserkogel. You can see also Wendelstein, the famous one there. And if you go right, you have Grosse Triton, Brunstein, and you can see up to Zammer and Wilderkaiser, Guffert, the stony one. I've been there once, should film it once also. And this is lower part of Karwendel. You can see Rofan Mountains there and the whole Karwendel. This is lower part of it and the higher part of it, which peaks up to 2,700 meters high. A little bit above Birkarspitze is the highest one. And then Karwendel, and if you go right you have the Isar Valley and Benediktenwand, and then I think it's Heimgarten, Herzogstand there should be, Jochberg, Benediktenwand, the one there, 1800 meters, and we are back to where we started with Langris and the valley. So I will stop filming a little bit here, I will eat something and then see you while going back. So we are going down now. Let's see how much you can run on this downhill. Spoke with someone, very nice guy up here, and it seems that if I would take other route down to the lake, it will be much longer, but I think I will take it because I don't like to go up and down on the same way. So I hope the stabilizer of my GoPro does a good job, because it's much bumpier while going down. That's why I bought this GoPro 8 instead of GoPro 7, sorry, another German word. Because GoPro 8 should have a much better stabilization. Oh, here it's a little tricky. My shoes are not the newest one anymore, so I have to pay attention. Just take care. I should buy also some new trekking poles to have this fixation here. Brings a lot. It's nice to run, a little cooler. I think air temperature around 16 degrees maybe. For me it's perfect, because I just overheat myself very fast. I'm also sweating a lot. And it's muddy area now. And we came from this way, from Dürnnbergjoch, and now we'll go left here to go around it. A mountain pasture here. Pay attention. if you're running at this kind of stuff. And we are back in the forest. Let's fix the shoes a little bit better. This one also. Oh, pay attention here. It's not nice to fall down. Very steep on the left side. And once more the panorama of Karwendel. There are some few meters to climb, and now flat area. But it's much easier to reach the peak of Demeljoch by going through here instead of Dürnnbergjoch, instead of over Dürnnbergjoch. So I can feel how the GoPro vibrates. I hope the stabilizer will do its job. And at the end you will have a high quality film. The pace is about 10 minutes per kilometer. So it seems we are now under the level of the saddle that we have to reach, so we have to climb a little bit. So it's not just downhill on the downhill. Also an area where you should proceed with caution. And they are still going down. Like I said, pay attention. Let's fix it a little bit better. And I must say, until now, I found it easier to go over the Dürrnbergjoch peak. I thought it's easier to go through here, but it's not. And we have to climb more, I think, at the end. So it's a bit controversial here. I don't know how the film will be at the end. I can't wait to edit the movie for you. And now we have reached the point when we were to Demeljoch. And we go back a little bit, if I remember well. Or I don't remember well. Let's see. Let's look on a map. So by looking at the map, it seems that I was right. I have to turn a little bit here, back to on the trail to Dürnnbergjoch. and then we'll turn left. And now I'm definitely convinced that it was much better to go back also over Dürnnbergjoch. And there's the intersection. Here, go left, Fall and Walchenkram. And let's see how this trail looks. Starts good. So we'll go over these peaks. And just stop a little bit to remove some stones from the shoes. So back on trail. I have to fix the GoPro a little bit better. Okay. Takes a little bit until I'm getting used to it. So let's go ahead. It's a nice ridge trail here. Very nice to run. the view to the valley and to Demeljoch, a view back, Dürnnbergjoch, Demeljoch, and that's behind us is Schürpfeneck and Hühnerberg. So it seems that we avoid the first peak on this ridge by going right of it. And also an area where we have to go with precaution. And it's not a very difficult trail, what I've done until now, but there are many places where you should pay attention. 3 hours from start till here. Pauses included. As I say, I don't comment too much the downhill because I would like to pay more attention to the trail. Because going down you have more speed and it's more dangerous because of that. The last part, the trail stayed pretty much at the same altitude. We bypassed this peak left. Oh yay! Oh, that was nice. I was a little bit scary about it. Oh yay! Just at my feet. What you can see in these mountains. That was special. I think I have it on film. Very nice. And a look back. I've done 12 kilometers till here. Nice evening view once more. And on this peak we went on it. Oh yeah, nice evening. I like to be here in the mountains at this time of day. Sylvenstein Lake. And it's going down. Let's drink a little bit. So change the battery of the GoPro and let's run a little bit. It's a very nice trail to run on this section. Woohoo! We are above the lake, but still a lot to go down. We're at about 1,600 meters high. Dürrnberg und Demeljoch. Confirmation sign. And we are nicely descending through this mountain pasture. It was pretty much runnable, the last part. Hope it stays so. That was nice. There are some earth slides, I think, there. I can't throw away from my mind the big bird that was flying just from my feet. It was so fast that I didn't recognize the kind of bird, what kind of bird it was. So I would be glad if you know, to write me a comment. I'm also not the best bird knower, but like I said, if you know, please write down a comment. I'll go in between these two peaks. It's becoming steeper. That was Hühnerberg, I think, the last peak. Because of the vibrations, the GoPro doesn't stay very fixed on my head, and I have to fix it from time to time. No, it's okay. Should be okay now. A lot of vibrations while running downhill. We are now under 1,500 meters. Perfect trail for running. Very nice. It's getting a little bit darker in the forest. should be, I think, around 7:30. I think some people went here with a bike. Wow. It's nice. How nice it can be to run on these trails. Nice mountain pasture. And back in the forest. You can tell me if you want, what do you like more? Forests or open spaces? I can say I'm more a fan of open spaces, even if I like also forests, but don't understand me wrong. Wow, another bird. But I like to have also wide views around, also landscape around. But I know also people that are saying for me forests are very nice and I like them more than the alpine part or the pastures. So you can write me, what do you like more? Now another steeper part. Let's say like half runnable at my level, for my level. It's mud, 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 mud. So it's a bit wet and slippery. As I've told you at the beginning, it rained a lot during the last time here in the region.
I can already hear the road, but it's still a long way down. We are at about 1200 meter, 8 height, sorry. very stony, not so runnable anymore, slippery. I think the water is flowing when it rains exactly on the trail. Another flatter part. Or better say a little bit uphill, just until here, I think. Oh, it's muddy. Oh. I drink some water. I've noticed on the top of Demeljoch that I forgot my food at home. That was not nice. I'm a little bit hungry now. And I still have to drive from the parking place like 45 minutes until I reach my home. I've left in a hurry. after I finish my working day. At the conference until almost 4 and then left very fast. The sun is still up. I'm sure we have at least one more hour of daylight today. So no problem about finishing the trek in time. That was pretty fast downhill for my standards until now. not the fastest one. I remember downhill I had to take from Ansbacher Hut, that's in Lechtaler Alps in Austria, down to Flirsch, and I was with a very good friend, and he's a mountain runner, it's very good, and we had to catch the bus in Flirsch, and we had just 1 hour at our disposal, so we flew on this downhill. It was very fast, and that was the last bus of the day. And without bus we had to go like 12 kilometers to where the car was parked, and we arrived there exactly as the bus came, like 10 seconds before, and the bus came like 1 or 2 minutes before the schedule, but it left naturally, it didn't wait, so we managed to get it, but then 20 seconds late and would have lost it. And you can imagine that at the end I was totally out of power. I was so happy that I've cut this bus. You can see the valley, not so much left, I think about 200 meters. There's an animal there. Oh, it's slippery. Around. The other way was better. Surely. I don't know if you can hear, but I hear very good noise from cars driving on B307. Oh, and I think we have pretty much finished. Yeah. Yes. And this road goes to Fall in this direction, or to B307 the other direction. Perfect. And now, to reach the parking place, there are about 5 or 6 kilometers, I think. So still a lot to go, but no height difference anymore, or no significant at least. We are down at the same level. Up 1352, down 1342. So had to change once more the battery of my GoPro, and I think I will draw some conclusion about the tour today. And I think it doesn't make too much sense to film this 5 or 6 kilometers on this road. So the tour today is suitable for almost everyone that has some mountain experience. If you don't have mountain experience, just go with someone that has it. Or if you don't find someone, just take a guide. I mean, also if you have mountain experience, you still have to go with caution on some places. The forest part is not so difficult. The climbing, it's quite constant in hairpins, but up there you have some, like I said, some spots where you have to proceed with caution. With families, I don't recommend to do it. If you are a small kids, I wouldn't do it with my small daughter. So I think that's it from me. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the beautiful panorama views from up the mountain, and also the forested part. And I'll be glad to, if you find interesting my concept, to subscribe to my channel. I'll be very glad if you do it. And also, if you find this video interesting, to push the like button. It will give me a feedback that what I'm doing is also, it's also not so without audience, if you know what I mean. So that was for today. I think I'll try to post maybe once per week. Like I said, I'll do also a resume on this longer video, real-time video. And I'm saying you have a good night, and till the next time, bye. And for the end, a nice evening view of the Sylvenstein Lake as a bonus for you.